Right, welcome ladies and gents. If you're looking forward to Daredevil Born Again, think again, I guess. The individuals behind it, the showrunner, has seemingly slammed and critiqued the Netflix show. Even though it's incredibly well loved, people definitely want them just to replicate that. He's taken to, I don't know, kind of slamming it, to be honest. It's a weird thing. It's a weird critique that he gives. So I just thought we'd take a look at this. Hit subscribe if you are a returning viewer that's not yet subscribed. It'd be great to have you here more often, guys. I can see you from the analytics. So yeah, consider hitting subscribe because you do keep coming back. So thank you very much in advance. But let's take a look at this. So Daredevil Born Again will fix the showrunner's big issue with the Netflix series. What's that big issue, I hear you ask? At its worst, it was two characters in a room talking about what a hero is. Yeah, the philosophizing with Daredevil was quite good. Like, that's good. It gives the show character. It gives the show... I don't know. I'm not understanding the criticism behind it, to be honest. At its worst, it was two characters in a room talking about what a hero is. Yeah, that's interesting. It's not that sort of deconstructionist take that a lot of superhero shows have had recently. You know, it's getting to the root core of what makes a hero, understanding their judgment calls, understanding if you can truly be a hero as a vigilante, and the cross between, or at least, you know, the element of crossing a line. Those things are interesting to discuss and explore. They add conviction to people's actions. Very weird criticism. And it is weird to start critiquing. It is super weird to start critiquing the show that everyone loves just before this show's about to come out. Weird one. But anyway, let's take a look. Bloody weird. On it, genuinely weird. Exclusive, Dario Scardapane tells SFX magazine about the changes in tone with the new the new Disney Plus show. Sorry. So it says this. Daredevil Born Again showrunner, Dario Scardapane, says the upcoming Marvel series will have some big differences from the original Netflix show. Ah, yes. Crush people's hearts some more. There is more fun in the moments with these characters and a lot less navel gazing than before. Okay. The earlier show, at its best, was fantastic. At its worst, it was two characters in a room talking about what a hero is. I felt that had been done. I'm not taking swipes. I just didn't want to hear characters grousing about their lot in life. I wanted to see them doing things. I didn't want to hear characters grousing about their lot in life. I wanted to see them doing things. The reason why the Netflix show was well loved was it was very well written. So you understood people's motivations. And to understand people's motivations, they have to kind of reveal them either in like played out narratives or in some exposition. Or a blend of the two. Now, in these kind of shows, it does become quite difficult to do a lot without some exposition. But you have to understand people's motivations and their convictions and why they're doing certain things. And again, as I said at the start, the philosophizing's good. Yeah. Have they earned their character arcs without understanding their motivations? Becomes tricky, doesn't it? Does this imply that all we're going to get now is action? Is that what they... Is this Disney? I don't know. I've not seen it. But is this Disney fundamentally misunderstanding why people liked the Netflix show? Just because it was action? Did they just want the action? So they were like, we just do that. People will love it. No, mate. It's not why people like the Netflix show. I like the Netflix show. I remember watching it back in the day. So one of the major changes he made was with the pace of scenes. Scardapane says, referencing his time on The Punisher, quote, one of our edicts was longer scenes. You had these long 5-page scenes of characters hashing it out in order to make space between these massive action sequences. The way stuff has evolved since then, we're able to do big action sequences at a lot more pace. Does sound like they've misunderstood, doesn't it? You had long 5-page scenes of characters hashing it out in order to make space between these massive action sequences. The way stuff has evolved since then, we're able to do big action sequences at a lot more pace. It does sound like Disney has misunderstood what people enjoyed about it. If this is just going to be action, it's fundamentally not the same. It's not the same. It's not what people appreciated about Netflix and that show. I really feel that Netflix's Daredevil, which I know in my blood, was much more noir, and this show is more New York crime story. It has elements of The Sopranos and King of New York. There's a feeling for those classic 90s crime tales. It has a pace and a scope that, for a lot of reasons, Netflix wasn't able to do. They were very dark, cinematically, not necessarily story-wise, although there were some dark elements. We're much darker. What do you think? What do you think? Now, a crime story is not inherently bad. I think that's really good. I think the Penguin handled the sort of crime drama fantastically. It was bloody brilliant. They did such a good job with their crime drama. Do I believe Disney's able to do that? Now, this has actually been rated in the UK an 18+, which would be a hard R, I guess, in the States. So they are going for that much, much darker tone. Not cinematically, although I assume that they are in some elements, but they're going much darker in terms of their material that they're working with. Now, the main issue I have with this is that the original story that they did want to do, which was subsequently scrapped, was very much a procedural. And they're going through this as a New York crime story. Sounds like elements of that procedural may still be there. It's interesting nonetheless. I don't think this is going to win anyone over. It may not put anyone off, but I don't think this is going to win anyone over for sure. You know, riffing on the original show, not very smart. And it does sound like Disney may have taken the wrong elements in terms of what people loved about that show. Just action, action. Yeah, the action was good, but people like the characters. So, you know, those scenes were important because they fundamentally connect the audience with those characters that they enjoy. But anyway, never mind. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Take care. Bye-bye now.